Hi Pisces, welcome back in. How are you guys doing? This is your reading for this week, Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. First week, July 2025. What messages to work for you? Do not force a reading on your situation if it's meant for you. You are just going to connect to it naturally, right? So we're going to start with the general message, and as you know, then we enter more specific areas. Somebody is thinking about dealing with, or a person on your mind. Okay, so this is for Pisces. Do not force the reading. Just go with the flow. If it's meant for you, you're just going to connect to it naturally. Pisces, let us see what is happening with you, Pisces, and what you need to remember here. The world. Something is over. It's like a closure. New things are about to start here, Pisces. Okay, there's a new journey, new chapter. Reaching the point where you can just look at the situation from a distance. You can plan, you can, make plans, future plans. I'm picking up future planning. I'm picking up like goodbye to the past and having a vision, having a plan to work over something. You can see your destination from a distance and definitely creating a roadmap to something. I see you working over something beautifully here, beautifully. Okay, I'm also feeling that it's almost there. It's like you just extend your hand and you can touch it. But right now you're going through closures. Right now you're going through these might be bigger chapters ending. Maybe if it's not a relationship getting over, it might be changing job. Maybe changing an altogether, leaving an altogether forte of study, maybe something is totally over in your life now and a new chapter is about to start. So cheers to new beginnings, right? That is the energy I'm picking up here for you. Meanwhile, as you're proceeding forward, there might be person is trying to let go of the attachment they have for you, Pisces, but the problem is they're not able to. They're trying very hard maybe, but they're trying to see somebody's trying to take off the mask and really tell you that this is what I feel. Look at that. Walking away. Strength. You're trying to stay strong here. As you're going through this process of shift, process of change, they might not be very comfortable with that. They might not be very comfortable with that. We're gonna see how they are feeling. What are their thoughts about this? Okay, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Let me know in the comment section which part of the world are you watching this from, Pisces, and wow, in what language. It's wonderful to see how many borders we are crossing, isn't it? And spirituality has no boundaries, totally no boundaries. I've totally, my experience with this amazing journey, whatever I have here, whatever I've felt here, spirituality has no boundaries, no differences. It's just how much you have ushered on this journey, nothing else, right? Let's dive into your reading and see further what is coming up for you. I see the shift here. Somebody's understanding that they will have to let go of something, let go of this chapter, this situation with you. This is for Pisces. Six of Pentacles. I see you coming from a place where you're making some decisions. This is about investment, charitable decisions, giving too much in your situations. In fact, I'm picking up that there are dependencies on you. You're in the process of making a new choice. You're see the Death card here. You're releasing few cords, cutting out few cords here. And somebody around you, some people around you, are questioning that also. They're doubting that also. Maybe they're asking questions. I'm specifically picking up that the people who really care about you, who love you, or somehow they are emotionally dependent. There's interdependency between you and them. They are questioning this decision of you releasing something, of you cutting something, of you opting for an entirely different path. Maybe you're just deciding to go to a different city, a new country, some higher studies, maybe changing some forte of job, maybe the financial stability depends on that. Some major life change is happening here, and this person is questioning, or the people in your surroundings, they're questioning that have you well thought about it, because they are concerned here. Meanwhile, your personal energy, I see that you're in the process of making a decision. Wow. You have a target and you're trying to hit that target. Now, the interesting thing is that you know from where you're starting and you know what your destination is. But at this point, you might wonder, what in between? Like, what is going to be the path that I'm going to travel, the path I'm going to choose in order to reach my destination? I see there are doubts surrounding that. There's indecision surrounding that. Okay, you're confident that you have to do this. But how you're going to do this, how you're going to reach there, what path are you going to adopt, and what in between? That is the question here. That is the doubt. Meanwhile, somebody you're deeply thinking about dealing with, or the person who's important or who's on your mind, or somehow this is the person who's affecting your situation, or you are affecting their situation intensively, they are not okay with it, Pisces. They're not okay with the change you're going through, the shift you're going through, and they are not comfortable. It's like, I'm feeling that there have been some failed efforts of communication. Maybe they have tried multiple times to tell you that, or they don't have that courage to stand up and tell you that. Whatever be the case, I'm picking up some failed efforts. Okay, they're guarded, they're defensive, they're scared. I'm picking up fear. They're terrified to think that you will change forever, and somewhere this person is terrified to see you change, Pisces. And the fear is real. Can you see this dark energy, the attachment they hold for you? And here also they are totally in fear, shivering. I see this person is not okay with the shift that's happening in your life. The weird part here is, it's interesting and weird at the same time, is that even you are not sure what path you're going to adopt in order to bring that change in your life. I'm feeling that maybe you have the vision, even if maybe you have that, thought that this is where I have to go. Maybe the roadmap is missing. The journey, what journey you're going to take, what path you're going to select, that is not finalized. And for a lot of you, I'm picking up that you're also feeling stuck, that how I'm going to do that. Maybe you have dependencies on you and you're wondering how I'm going to deal with these dependencies. There's just an inner voice that you're listening to and you're trying to follow that voice. That's what I feel. For some of you, I'm very specific message now. Very, very, very specific message here. 5 of Swords, bottom of the deck. You know what? I feel that what you're trying to follow is coming from your past life. Maybe your ancestors, your the higher self, the people who are your guide, like the energies who are guiding you from the higher realm, from the divine. The guidance is there and you're just trying to follow that. You have this calling to follow something, but you don't have the clarity what path you're going to adopt, Pisces. And I see that is even fearing you. It's not that this person is afraid of that. Maybe some big risks are involved in that. I'm picking up some big risk involved here. Okay, 8 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. But come what may, you are dedicated and you want to. It's like, there's a desire. You want to try a different mix here. There's so many possibilities. I see you're trying to just PNC the combinations and trying a way out. Maybe I specifically heard somebody saying that I'm trying to use my contacts here, I'm trying to use my knowledge, I'm trying to figure out a solution for this. I specifically heard that. Okay, but you're being patient. You're giving, it's like you don't want to rush up things. You don't want to be Like you don't want to make decisions in hurry. You're giving this time, whatever investments you have made, you want them to just give you a result patiently. The Seven of Pentacles energy, there's patience, there's calm. Okay, this person is way too sensitive, Pisces, and they're very emotional about that. For someone very specific, now of course this is going to be very, very, very specific. For some Pisces male out there, your partner might be expecting, or maybe it's like, they're heading towards motherhood, or somebody in your surroundings might be, going through that phase or process, and that might be the reason why they're more scared. Maybe they already have a kid, you have a child, and this person is afraid of their future. For rest of you, for all of you now, not just Pisces male, I'm picking up that your partner is way too afraid of the future. Okay, they're very sensitive, they're being emotional here, but somewhere they're feeling that they're just tied down, they can't do anything. It's like all the decision lies in your hands, and you're just looking from the third eye. You're not looking at the situation practically. At least that's what this person is feeling. And you're doing everything in your personal life. I'm feeling that you're trying everything, every sort of permutation and combination you're trying, using your contacts, using your knowledge, putting all the effort and being patient. But this person feels that they are stuck on you. There's Ace of Cups. Somewhere they have an idea of working this out. I'm picking up that they want a new set. They have a vision also. There's self-love, there's self-accomplishment. There is giving themselves that sweet space, unconditional love. Maybe I'm picking up that's also very individual though. But this person feels that they're tied down to you and they can't do anything. If you decide not to do that, for a few of you feeling that the love is real, it's not that it is not. For someone very specific, I just felt that you have a vision to work it out with this person. Okay, and you want to just make it happen, and this person is also feeling the same love for you. It's not that they're not, but it's crazy. Like maybe the balance is not. Look at the Death card here again. We did have the Death card in the beginning. Let me see more cards here first. This person is so trying to tune in, listen to their intuition. Wow, trying to figure out, trying to find answers. They want to unstuck themselves, Pisces. They're just stuck. They're stuck and afraid, and they're feeling that they're terrified to see you change. They're terrified you making decisions, and that big sword in your hands, the truth you're carrying, the clarity you have, totally messing up with this person's mind. Another thing, I do see the silence here. Maybe this person goes in the cocoon and they're like, okay, I'm quiet. Maybe you decide to step inside the cocoon and just make decisions for a while. Analyze and understand the situation before you jump onto any conclusion. Might not go well with this person. They're terrified about it. But if you see that Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, this energy, in this, the swords are very confusing. There's blindfold, there's lack of clarity. But as you proceed forward, here the Death card and King of Swords, in this the swords are very pointed, very clear, as if you found the direction, you've got the clarity. So where you're coming from has been confusion and total mess, the place you're coming from. But now as you proceed forward, I see the sword is becoming more and more sharp. The clarity is more here, okay? This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. The Six of Cups, the High Priestess and the Five of Pentacles. Again, past has given you lessons, but on the other hand, past has given you confusions as well, Pisces. Okay, we have Star and Seven of Cups. Maybe one more. No. Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups and the Star card. This is pointing out to the desire to make this happen. I see for you, for them, you are the shining star. Okay, they have this hope and desire to make it happen, and they're going through this beautiful feeling of love here. They're intuitively connected to you. But on the other hand, I'm also feeling that they're just afraid. Seven of Cups. They are afraid and terrified. How are we going to make it happen? How are we going to make it happen? The Hierophant. I see legalities. I see commitments, contracts, Judgment in the reverse position. The Tower. Whoa, look at the major arcanas here. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Pisces, are you ready for this? Prepare for some crazy developments here, Pisces. Some total crazy developments. Okay. I'm feeling let the tower fall. That's the energy. This I'm going to tell you further at the extended part of this video. In the extended part of this video, we're going to see your side, their side, outcome. This is whatever this is. Then your feelings, their feelings. Your future actions, their future actions. What is the confession, honest confession coming in here? And then the King of Swords, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, the outcome. Who is this person? Mature, learned, bringing clarity in the situation. This person might be the guide here. What's the outcome? Outcome clarified, advices, decoded, whatever you need to know further in the situation, we're going to explore in the extended. So if you wish to continue, link is in the description box. Thank you so much guys for watching. Namaste.